Hey everyone. So today we're going to be housing a baby mourning gecko. And when I say a baby, we're talking tiny. I had a single egg laid by a female, which they're pretty much all females anyways, and it took 99 days. I was starting to think that the egg wasn't viable, wasn't starting to grow anything, wasn't turning black, wasn't rotting, so I left it in there, and I'm glad I did, because now I have a baby mourning gecko. I want to set up an enclosure, which is what I've got here. Since it's so small, I want something that is pretty much escape proof. Front opening acrylic enclosure that I typically use for tarantulas is going to be housing this little guy. I'll be able to keep it at least warm, keep the humidity up, keep it fed till it gets a little bit bigger, and then I'll move it into the main enclosure, which is right up here, back with the adults. But since they can be cannibalistic, it's got to go in here. First things first, I got to get some dirt in here. I did keep a couple small ones in here that were escaping out of the adult enclosure until they got a little bit bigger. This is a Josh's Frogs tropical mix. I do like Josh's Frogs products. They are local to me. They do like cork bark, so I'm going to put this little piece in here. I've also got some bamboo sticks. Now these are smaller. They're about 18 inches or so. Come in a large pack, pretty cheap, but they work great with some of these smaller geckos. And even with my neon day geckos behind me, I still use some of these thinner ones, which are, I don't know, 1/4 inch, maybe a little bit bigger than that, 3/8, just giving them something to climb on. I'll also tuck some plants up in there. And I've got a little magnetic dish. I believe this came from Pangea, so I'm going to tuck that in there. Now as far as water, I'm not going to keep a water dish in here. I will just mist it twice a day. Now we're also going to take some sphagnum moss, just anything to help hold some humidity. Place that in there. Alright, now here comes the tricky part. This thing is small. We're going to pop this open. I'm going to probably knock out part of the egg that's still stuck in there and put the tube in as well for the gecko to hide in. Maybe with any luck it'll climb into the tube and not run around on my table like it's thinking about. Usually I would just try to shoo it right in, but I want to show you guys just the size of this gecko. Hopefully that's focusing on it. And you can see relationship to my thumb. So I don't know if you can see inside there. That's what's left of the egg that he hatched out of, or she hatched out of. We're going to stick this tube in here. Probably right above the food. Now let's get this little guy in there. And hopefully he goes in without any more issues. Now as far as food, I use the Pangea crested gecko diet. Most of my small geckos seem to like the fruit flavors, not the watermelon for whatever reason. I also substitute with dusted fruit flies. So let's get that little one closed up in there. So hopefully, I don't have any more eggs laid other than these two. Ball pythons. So hopefully in a couple months we'll have 2 more to add to the colony, which consists of 5 right now. This is number 6. That's how I'm going to keep this baby mourning gecko, at least for the next 2 months, probably till it's about 3 months old. It's less than a week right now, but about 3 months or so it'll move into the other enclosure, because at that point it'll be big enough that it's not going to squeeze out between the 2 panes of glass, which I've got a seal on it, but the small ones can still slip out somehow. So with that, we'll do some updates here in a while, and we'll see how these other eggs do. But till next time, you guys have a good one. Thanks for watching.